welcome to my channel. Sorry that I've been MIA for so long. Let me explain myself. So obviously I wanted to do like lots of business journey content, which unfortunately, because of my big news, which is that I'm having a baby, I've been quite distracted and I still work full time, so my business stuff has been a bit slow, which is why I haven't really had loads to say. But it is picking up again, so hopefully in the next couple of months I'll be able to make more content about my business journey. But in the meantime, if anybody has seen my new Instagram, which is pastries_diary or diaries, I'll link it in the description bit in the bottom of the video. If you've been watching my stories, you know that I did go on stories yesterday and I was saying that I was going to do a video and just talk about my pregnancy journey and how that's been. So that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, I hope you guys are all good and well. I've kind of written a few notes just because some people asked me some questions that I did say I was going to address, but also because there was a couple of things that I wanted to talk about my experience. So yeah, hope you're all good and hopefully it won't be too long of a video, but yeah, let me just get started. So firstly, I'll start off by saying I'm 26+ weeks pregnant. So I found out when I was around 4 weeks, so pretty early on. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey. So all my other sort of mums to be out there, like, you're all doing great, all doing fabulous, because it's really not easy. Like, they tell you that pregnancy is hard and challenging, and some people make it look super easy, but I'm not going to lie to you, it's been really challenging for me. But it's getting better, I would say. It's getting, I think it takes a while, especially because it's my first pregnancy. It takes a while to like get your head around it all, but I think I'm getting my head around it now. I'm enjoying it a lot more, and I'm kind of finding my rhythm with it. So yeah. So yeah, I'm 26 weeks, so my second trimester, but I'm nearing the end of my second trimester. I've heard that like first trimester is rough, second trimester gets better, third trimester gets rough again. So I'm a little bit nervous about when it starts to get like difficult again in the third trimester. However, I think the good news about third trimester is that you're almost at the end and you know that you're about to meet your baby, so it kind of gives you that extra oomph to just keep pushing on. So yeah, so just talking a little bit, I'm going to first talk about how it feels to know that you like have a baby, like a little human being growing inside of you, because that's one of the questions I had. How does it feel? It's weird. I think it's a really beautiful feeling when you go and do your scans, and you know, you hear your baby's heartbeat and you see the baby moving around. I think any mum to be or parent to be will tell you that. And you know, when you feel them kick, it's a lovely feeling as well. But it's like sometimes I'll watch like TV shows like One Born Every Minute and watch like the baby being born, and I'm just like, I can't get my head around that. You know, I can't make that transition in my head that something in my stomach is gonna come out and then be a whole person, you know. So I'm still working on that. I feel like until I actually see the baby hair, it still feels a bit surreal, but ultimately it's a super exciting feeling, like, and just because I know I'm having a little girl, so just knowing that I'm gonna be a mum to a daughter and have a little girl is so special to me. Especially because I lost my mum, which I'll make another video about another time, but I lost my mum a few years ago, and I was so close to my mum. I was her only daughter, so it's almost like a beautiful blessing to be able to have my own daughter and kind of like continue that love that I had with my mum. So overall it's a very exciting feeling, but also very nerve-wracking. Like, I feel a huge sense of like responsibility, and I just feel like I need to up my game, you know. I feel like before I used to feel like I had time to do a lot of things, and I still feel like I've got time, but I feel like, okay, wow, like this baby is coming, I need to do the things that I've wanted to do. I need to achieve my goals. I need to push myself so that I can set a good example to my daughter. Yeah, so the next thing I was going to talk about is my health, and also talk a bit about work, because they kind of interlink together. So yeah, so in the first trimester it was really difficult physically and emotionally. I think I'll start with like physically. I was super tired, super drained the whole time. Like I've never been that tired before, I don't think ever in my life. I think the only other thing that I could say, or other time I could say I was that tired, was like maybe like uni, and also when I was grieving like the loss of my mum. But aside from that, I've never been that tired before, so I was super shattered but still working full time. And then also from like an emotional perspective, like my mood was just all over the place. Like I really struggled with low mood for most of the time. One of the things that I started to experience in the first trimester was I was getting these pains. So it kind of started funny, like kind of in my butt cheeks. I know that sounds a bit strange, but that's where it started. And like it would just affect like my legs, and it'll affect the way I could walk. And my job is quite an active job. I go around, visit clients at home, in the community. So it was quite difficult, like just moving around. So going to work, not physically getting to work, but going in and out of my car. Even like sometimes when I was sleeping, just tossing and turning in bed became really difficult. Which obviously when you've got a growing belly, you're going to toss and turn a lot just to try and get into comfortable sleeping positions. I bought a pregnancy pillow which kind of helped a little bit, but like I was in, it just got worse and worse and worse, this pain, from my first trimester. I've still got it now into my second. So when it started to get like really bad, I started to research it. And I think it was like, I think I spoke to my auntie, and she was saying how she had this condition in her pregnancy, one of her pregnancies. So I researched some more, went onto the NHS website and realised that I had something called pelvic girdle pain. But I say realised because all of my symptoms that I had fell in nicely with what this condition was. So I was like, so that's why I've been in so much pain. But I think just linking it back to work, it made it so difficult because I didn't realise that's what I was going through. And with pelvic girdle pain, if you push your body beyond what it can do, you're just going to be in more pain. It's not one of those things that, oh, the more you like push, the easier it will be. You actually have to rest your body, you have to take it easy. You can't do what you used to do before. But I didn't realise that. So I was doing exactly what I was doing before. I still had a full caseload, I was running around, and I was just like in pain every single day. So thankfully, I managed to get a referral from my lovely midwife, who referred me to physio. And it was when I got to physio, they were like, they did their tests and examinations and they confirmed, yeah, you've got this pelvic girdle pain. And that's when I realised that I had to like change things, and thankfully they gave me like loads of tips and suggestions. So I'm still having physio now, but yeah, that side of things was really difficult physically for me, but also emotionally, because it's like, I guess it made me empathise a lot more with people who deal with pain, especially like joint pain, ligament pain, like on a regular or daily basis, because it's so upsetting when you can't do simple things. There's been so many times where I've literally just like broken down in tears because I'm just like, I can't walk, like I can't get from A to B, like, and I'm such an active person. Like at the start of my pregnancy I was going gym, I was still like trying to keep active as much as possible through my pregnancy. So to be kind of slowed down so much and not to be able to do really simple things and having to really change my lifestyle, it was really upsetting. And when the pain is at its worst, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do cry. Not because of the pain itself per se, but just the frustration it causes me and how much it gets me down. So that's another thing that's like affected my mood in pregnancy. It's just all been quite overwhelming. But I must say, second trimester really started to pick up from a hormone perspective, because like the morning sickness stopped from like 14 weeks. And then so in the first trimester I had a real difficulty with smells. Everything smelled disgusting, and it was just making it difficult to eat. It was making it difficult to even be in my house because, you know, I live in an African household. We eat all variety of spicy foods, and like even our spice cupboard was making me feel disgusting because I'm just like, oh, I don't want to smell this. Like I only wanted to smell like super bland smells, which obviously isn't how we cook. So it was just really difficult to cook, really difficult to smell things. Some things I just had to stop cooking, to be honest. But yeah, so when all that stopped and I started to slowly get my appetite back, and just started to feel really positive about my pregnancy and feel like I was managing better, that really helped. From a work perspective, I think for me, if I was to have another child, I definitely would not be doing the kind of work I'm doing now. it's just not conducive to being pregnant. I'm sorry, like it's just too hard. Like, because for me, my own experience of being pregnant is that, let's just say I feel like I've been operating at 60%, 50% of my normal self. So when you're trying to do 100% work with 50, 60% capacity, like, you know, it doesn't work out. It doesn't add up. You know, you're still expected to do your everyday duties, and even though legally, yes, workplaces are supposed to support you and kind of make adaptations, which my work have tried their best to do, but even then it's still difficult. And I think because I didn't realise the condition I was experiencing, which was making things harder, I didn't really request the adaptations that I needed. So I was just kind of suffering in silence for quite some time. So it's only like, I would say in the last month or so really, that I've been able to say, okay, I really, really need some changes. And now there's like tangible changes which I think will make a difference, which will be put in place. But I'm only going to be working for another 2 months anyway before I go on maternity leave. So I'm just kind of pushing through. But yeah, it's not been easy from that perspective. So yeah, I guess that's kind of like been my experience so far. Yeah, it's a life changer, guys. It's a life changer. It's a unique experience. Everybody's experience is different, and I'm not gonna say that I love being pregnant. I am looking forward to getting my body back. I'm looking forward to, like, honestly, I look at clothes because, you know, I do love fashion, I love style, I love clothes, and I look at clothes that will never fit me at this point in time with such envy, and I'm like, I just want to be able to wear this top or this skirt or these trousers, and it's like, I know for a fact that these things won't fit me, and trying to find maternity stuff that looks cute still is not easy because there's just so much limited variety and options, and a lot of the stuff is unfortunately very, very bland. So that's one of the things I'm trying to do on my Instagram or my blog, to try and like show loads of different, like try and really find really cute maternity outfits, you know, to keep me going till the baby comes out. But yeah, it's not easy because a lot of companies don't even do maternity ranges, and when they do, sometimes it's the more boring stuff, which you do have to be practical when you're pregnant. Like, it's not everyday cute, but I think one of the tips I have is that don't think that nothing will fit you. Certain materials, especially if you haven't gained massive amounts of weight, certain materials will still fit you. So like, for example, this outfit I'm wearing today is a jumpsuit I had before I was pregnant, but because it's so stretchy, it still fits me and I'm very comfortable. So don't think that nothing in your wardrobe will fit you again, and you know, nothing, you just have to try things on, and if it looks cute and you feel comfortable, even if it's not maternity, sometimes you might just need to size up, and it's cool. So don't feel like you only have to wear maternity stuff. So yeah, guys, so please do share your experiences as well. I hope that's been interesting, and if you have any more questions, I'll definitely try my best to answer them in future videos or on Instagram. Yeah, so I hope that's been informative. That's my journey so far, but I will be keeping you updated as I get on, and definitely as I transition to actually being a new mom and my birth experience and all of that stuff, I'll definitely be sharing. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye. 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 Bye.
You enjoying yourself there?
Yeah, I am.